The abandoned camp stands eerily silent, its rusted gate wide open under a foggy sky. Footprints scatter in both directions, suggesting attempts to leave or return. This paradox sets the tone, a place that appears free yet feels inescapable. Historically, similar psychological traps existed in POW camps, where visible exits masked deeper control mechanisms. The gate symbolizes a test, not an opportunity. A prisoner inches toward the gate, hand trembling as shadows stretch behind them. Studies show that in oppressive environments, hesitation often stems from conditioned fear, not physical barriers. The 1971 Stanford prison experiment revealed how quickly humans internalize captivity. Here, the act of reaching becomes a battle between instinct and indoctrination, where even open paths feel forbidden. Whispers circulate among prisoners about those who vanished after crossing the gate. Anthropologists note how oral traditions in closed communities weaponize uncertainty. A scratched map on the barracks wall hints at failed escapes or deliberate misinformation. During the Cold War, Soviet gulags used such rumors to deter dissent. Here, fear becomes the real prison. Guards observe from towers, binoculars glinting, yet they don't intervene. This mirrors East Germany's Stasi tactics, where surveillance was designed to feel omnipresent. Psychological studies confirm that perceived observation alters behavior more than physical force. The guards' passivity reinforces the camp's unspoken rule. Freedom is an illusion, and compliance is voluntary. A prisoner sprints through the gate, only to collapse meters beyond it. Forensic data from 20th-century labor camps show many died from external shock upon escape, often due to dehydration or stress-induced heart failure. Vultures circle above the body, a grim reminder that the camp's reach extends beyond its walls. The protagonist notices identical bowls of gruel inside and outside the gate. This mirrors philosopher Jean Baudrillard's theory of hyperreality, where copies replace originals. In 1960s asylums, patients were given identical routines to erase boundaries between confinement and freedom. Here, the meal symbolizes the camp's omnipresence. There is no true outside. The protagonist presses against an invisible barrier past the gate. Post-World War II experiments by the CIA, MK-Ultra, explored subliminal conditioning using sensory triggers. Here, the barrier may be psychological, a Pavlovian response to conditioned fear. Ripples distort the air like heat haze, blending Cold War sci-fi with real trauma tactics. A guard admits the gate's a test. No one leaves, ever. This echoes the 1981 Irish hunger strikes, where jailers weaponized false hope. Historians note that regimes often sustain control through cyclical deception, offering freedom only to revoke it. The dangling key on the guard's belt is never used, symbolizing perpetual captivity. Prisoners rationalize staying, repairing fences voluntarily. Psychologists call this institutionalization, seen in long-term inmates and cult survivors. The 1973 Chilean coup showed how oppressed groups often cling to familiar suffering over uncertain freedom. Their blank expressions reveal the camp's ultimate victory, internalized control. The protagonist sits at the gate's threshold, neither in nor out. This mirrors Viktor Frankl's Holocaust observations. Freedom is meaningless without purpose. The endless road ahead represents existential paralysis, a theme in Kafka's The Trial. The open gate, now a metaphor for life's unresolved tensions, offers no answers.